Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August 12th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Saturday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, or this evening's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Sunday and Monday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, take a look at the watches, warning, advisory map for your location across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the storm reports this afternoon that came in from the Storm Prediction Center and their overview forecast product. And also, at the end of this video, we're going to take a look at the Columbia, South Carolina weather radar, as we do have a line of severe thunderstorm moving down towards the upstate into the Midlands that could hold together. If it do hold together, could bring some damaging winds and maybe some heavy rainfall and maybe some let's see, and maybe some hail too with it possible. So stick around and we'll take a look at that radar view at the end of the broadcast if you'd like to stick around for that. But I would like for you to watch the entire video if you do not mind, so that way you get a chance to see the whole forecast and do not miss a beat of my forecast. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button today. And you're in. You get my forecast twice per day unless something comes up. And also like these videos and share these videos on social media for more people to see my weather forecast. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Let me get a little bit of water and then we're going to get the show on the road here. Okay. As you can see, we got rain showers over portions of the Northeast, from Maine back down to New York State. Also in the portion of Boston, maybe northern New York City. Also, we got dry conditions extending from Quebec, Canada, all the way down to Montreal, back to Toronto, Canada. Portion of New York City. Also down to Philadelphia, also in the portion of Pennsylvania, portion of Ohio, and also in Michigan, also in the southern Canada, southwestern Canada. Also towards Seattle, Washington, dry conditions expected there. Back over to Montana, back into Oregon, towards San Francisco, Los Angeles, down to the Gulf of California. Also we have tropical storm 7E over here in the eastern Pacific. Also we got dry conditions expected over northern Mexico, down in the portion of Texas, toward the Houston and Dallas area, also in the Louisiana, portion of Arkansas, and also Oklahoma as well. Alrighty, also some dry conditions also in portion of Colorado and Wyoming and Utah as well. Alright, we got more showers and storms extended from portion of California to Nevada, also scattered about in portion of Southern California, Southern Arizona, a little bit across the Mexico border, right on with New Mexico and Texas. Also in the portion of Denver, Colorado, all up toward the Dakotas. Also in the Minnesota, Wisconsin, down toward Chicago, Illinois, down toward Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, down to the Florida Key, including the Florida Panhandle, also Miami, Florida, through portions of the Carolinas, back up to Washington, D.C. area as well. A little bit of rain and shower activity over Pennsylvania as well. Alright, the yellow slashed area there, there's some severe weather possible for you guys in portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, all the way far east is Kentucky and Tennessee. The red slashed area there could be some heavy rain / flash flooding in that region for your Sunday. Alright, as we head on into your Monday forecast, we got quiet conditions extending from Quebec, Canada, in the port of Maine, all the way back to southern Canada, back to Vancouver, Canada. Also in the Seattle, Washington, back over to Minnesota. Well, a portion of Minnesota, that is. Also down in South Dakota. Also in the portion of Iowa, also in the Missouri, Arkansas, down into Dallas and Houston area, toward Mississippi, portion of Alabama, toward Atlanta, Georgia, portion of the Carolinas, also down in northern Mexico, central Mexico, Gulf of California, also over towards the Los Angeles, San Francisco area, toward Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Seattle, Washington, Oregon as well. We got some showers and storms over southern Oregon into northern California, central California as well. Also some showers and storms in portions of Colorado, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma, and right along the northern Mexico, right along the Arizona, New Mexico border. All right, we got more showers and storms over here in Minnesota, down to Iowa, down to Port Missouri, down to Mississippi, also down here along the Panhandle, Florida, down toward the Florida Keys, Miami, Florida, through the Carolinas, Also Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York, Boston area, back in New Hampshire, Montreal, Toronto, Canada, towards Chicago, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota as well, Indiana also. Up here in the red slashed area with Wisconsin, Michigan, some heavy rain, flash flooding possible. Same thing for Philadelphia all the way down into portion of West Virginia. Some flash flooding possible there as well, and heavy rain in those locations. Yellow slashed area, maybe some severe weather possible for that region on Monday. Let's move on to the National Weather Service Doppler radar. You can see here we got showers and storms over portions of Canada, the Maine, all the way through New York State, more widespread down in portion of New York, also down in Pennsylvania. We got some ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. Got some flood advisory, flood warnings there as well. Also down here in portion of western North Carolina through upstate South Carolina, back down into the Panhandle, Florida. Got some severe weather going in there as well. Also, we got more over here in portions let's see, Kansas, also in Oklahoma. More widespread showers and storms over North Texas and southeastern Colorado. Got some severe weather going on in Oklahoma and Texas. More widespread showers and storms over Montana and the portions of the Dakotas. Also scattered activity over California and Nevada, Utah, also into Colorado, also into New Mexico. More widespread over Arizona and also over northern and central Mexico. Got some showers and storms there. A little bit of shower and storm over portions of West Texas. All right. Let's take a look at the watches warning advisory map for your location across the nation. Alrighty. As you can see, we got the tornado watches, severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Severe thunderstorm watches for the Northeast, for New York State, all the way down toward the New Jersey region. I can't even talk. But anyway, over toward Pennsylvania, also into Ohio. Got some flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings there as well, and also into portions of Pennsylvania. Also, we got some beach hazard statement for you guys up here in portions of Wisconsin and Minnesota. Severe thunderstorm watch for portions of South Dakota. Got a few ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings there as well. River flood warning is still in effect for you guys there in portions of South Dakota. Hydro issues over portions of Missouri. Severe thunderstorm watch is also in effect for you guys. Southeast Colorado, also in the portions of Kansas and also in Oklahoma and North Texas. Excessive heat watches also in effect for you guys here in portions of Oregon, Idaho. Some red flag warnings, also excessive heat warnings and a heat advisory for portions of Washington State, Oregon, and Northern California. Excuse me. Also, we got some severe thunderstorm warnings, also severe thunderstorm watches for western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, back into central Georgia, also into eastern Alabama. Also, we got the heat advisory for eastern North Carolina through central South Carolina, down in the portions of Georgia, southern Florida, also in the northeast Alabama, portions of northern Mississippi, portions of Arkansas, much of Oklahoma, west central Texas, southern Texas there as well. Excessive heat warnings also in effect for much of Texas, Louisiana, all of Louisiana, portions of Oklahoma, portions of Arkansas, much of Mississippi, much of Alabama, much of Georgia, and the part of Florida Panhandle, and also down into northern and central Florida as well. Okay, Alaska looks good, and the Hawaiian Chain Island looks a-okay. Got a few wind advisories over portions of Idaho as well. And I think that takes care of all the information on that map. Alright. Let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center overview. As you can see here, we're on the overview. Here's that showers and thunderstorms extending from southeast Canada all the way down to the Gulf Coast, including Florida. Showers and storms over the Bahamas and western Cuba. Also scattered activity out west. There's that marginal risk, slight risk, enhanced risk in the northeast, slight risk down in the southeast with severe thunderstorm watches there as well. Convective outlook, you can see a little better. There's the enhanced risk, slight risk, marginal risk, and slight risk down in the southeast. Also over here in portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, also in the portions of Texas as well, and also into the South Dakota. Current watches. Pretty much over South Dakota. east southeastern Colorado, southwestern Kansas, northern Texas, western Oklahoma, central Mississippi. Central Alabama. Central Alabama. Okay, excuse me, getting ahead of myself there. Northern Georgia, upstate South Carolina, western North Carolina. Severe thunderstorm watch also will appear around the New Jersey area and also eastern Pennsylvania. Tornado watch from New York State all the way back into Ohio as well. MDS discussion, currently just talking about these current areas here. I think this is a new one here. Let me punch on that one there. This is here's for South Carolina. See if they're going to issue a new watch for South Carolina here. Let's see, concerning severe thunderstorm watch, 6:35 until 8:30 p.m. This is where they watching here. Damaging winds are possible. So if anybody from Greenville, Spartanburg to Columbia, maybe to Camden, Lancaster, up to Rock Hill, Charlotte, down to Aiken, you may have some damaging winds as this line continues to move to the east. We'll show that in the radar in just a minute. So we'll get back to, I just want to click on that and see what they said. But like I said, they may extend the watch over a few counties over to the east there. So if anybody in Lancaster, Kershaw, Richland, Lexington, Fairfield, Newberry, over towards McCormick, also down toward Edgefield and Aiken counties, they may extend the watch a little further to the east. So just want to give you a heads up just in case if they do that. There's a possibility it could. So just remain alert just in case. Keep your weather radios on alert mode. MDS discussion. They have not got the one in South Carolina yet. This one here, like I said, it could be a watch issue. Wind report, we had 156. 0 was high. They pretty much took place. One took place over here in South Dakota, one in one in Oklahoma, one in Texas, one in New Mexico. We had a whole bunch of them here in portions of Kentucky and Tennessee, also in Alabama, also down in South Alabama, also in Central Georgia, Western North Carolina. I got a few up here in Kentucky, a good many up here in portions of Ohio, also Pennsylvania and New York State as well. Also over toward the New Jersey region as well. Alrighty. Hail report, we had 21 of them. Looked like a couple took place up here in South Dakota. One took place in Oklahoma. One in Indiana. Looked like like a good many in Ohio. Also over towards Pennsylvania and also New Jersey region. And also Western North Carolina. Total number, 179. Expect these numbers to increase as the evening wears on, afternoon to evening wears on. So I would not be surprised to see these numbers go over 200. Weather, still got an can't even talk this afternoon still. Got that elevated risk still over Texas and portion of Oklahoma for wildfire issuance. So, alrighty. And now we're going to finally take a look at the Columbia, South Carolina weather radar. You can see here, we got that line of showers extending from near Hickory, North Carolina through Greenville, Spartanburg, down to Greenwood, also back down into southeast Georgia. We'll continue to push off to the east-southeast. Got these here little polygons here. There's a line of severe thunderstorm moving to the east. Looks like that line may be weakening just a little bit. As the evening wears on, I do expect more of these showers and storms to continue to push off and off to the east. So if anybody from Lancaster over to Camden, to Columbia, maybe Orangeburg, Bamberg, Aiken, Augusta, Newberry, showers and thunderstorms probably be a good bet for you guys this evening. Anybody from Sherrall to Darlington, Florence, Sumter, maybe to Waltersboro, you may get in on a little bit of this action as well if the line holds together. All right. Well, hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Like these videos, share these videos, and if you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next video. Have a great Saturday evening.